Now, President William Ruto has dismissed claims of a crisis in the education sector, saying his administration has made significant progress in improving education over the last 3 years now. Speaking during celebrations marking 120 years of excellence at Mombasa School, the president also cautioned leaders against blame games and political confrontation, urging them to focus on development and service delivery. Grace Nganga reports.
President William Ruto has defended his government's handling of the education sector, dismissing any claims of a crisis. Ruto insists his administration has made significant progress in improving education across the country over the last 3 years.
There was no crisis when we had a shortage of 100,000 teachers. There was no crisis when there was a shortage of classrooms. Now that we have built 23,000 in 3 years, all of a sudden, there is a crisis. Really?
The head of state defended his government's reforms, insisting that efforts to address challenges facing schools are bearing fruit. He also took issues with critiques of the sector, accusing them of focusing on politics instead of solutions.
Pointing, blame game, assigning other people blame will not solve us. Before you ask the next person what they have done, please have a meeting with yourself and ask yourself, what have you done?
Speaking during the celebrations marking 120 years of excellence at Mombasa School, the president urged leaders to move away from blame games, concentrate on service delivery, and work together in addressing the country's economic and social challenges.
People always want to see the glass as half full, not as half empty, not half full.
Your leadership, Your Excellency, remains committed to transforming our education sector so that every learner, regardless of background, receives quality, relevant and market-driven education.
You've done, and the work you continue to do, not only for this region but for the entire country, will ensure, Your Excellency, that when the time comes, you get re-elected with a lot of ease.
Ruto maintains that the government has taken major steps to fill existing gaps and improve learning standards across the country. During the celebrations, Ruto pledged to build the academic giant through the construction of 40 new classrooms, adding that half of the project will be completed before the end of 2026. The president maintained that investments in education remain key to the country's future as the government continues to push for reforms aimed at improving access and quality of learning. Grace Nganga, KTN.
Thank you, Grace, for that report. Now, the Central Organization of Trade Unions